Dear students, myself, Dr. Mallikarjun S. Biradar, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, Government First Grade College, Masubakalai. In the previous sessions, we have discussed the Eulerian trail, Eulerian cycle, and Eulerian graph. Okay, with examples. So we have discussed those three concepts with different examples to clarify the concepts. Today, we are going to discuss one important result, that is the characterization of Eulerian graph. See, definition is different. What is Eulerian graph? A graph is said to be Eulerian if it contains an Eulerian cycle. What is Eulerian cycle? It is a closed trail containing all edges of the graph. So any graph which contains a closed trail, that is called an Eulerian cycle, and that graph is called an Eulerian graph. That is the definition already we have discussed in the previous class. Today we are going to discuss the characterization of Eulerian graph. That is, if I consider any graph, you must be able to say whether that graph is an Eulerian graph or not. Okay, so already in the previous class we have discussed one important idea, that is every Eulerian graph is connected. So it should be a connected graph first of all. Okay, let me consider the characterization of an Eulerian graph as a theorem. So this is the first characterization. We have got one more characterization that we will discuss in the next class. So a connected graph G is Eulerian if and only if, I shall write in short, if and only if the degree of every vertex is even. Every vertex of G is of even degree. Or you can say degree of every vertex is even. Okay, so this is the statement. A connected graph G is Eulerian if and only if every vertex of G is of even degree. It is a general result. That is, if you consider a connected graph G and if it is Eulerian, then definitely degree of every vertex is even. Conversely, on the other hand, if you consider a connected graph in which degree of every vertex is even, then that graph is definitely an Eulerian graph. So it is a general result. Let me verify this result with an example. Okay, consider a graph G. Suppose this is the graph. Okay, this is a graph G. Let me label the vertices as V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, and of course it is V6. Okay, now whether this graph is an Eulerian graph, first we consider whether it is an Eulerian graph or not. Is it an Eulerian graph? As per the definition, it is an Eulerian graph because it contains an Eulerian cycle. See, if I start at V1, there is a closed trail containing all edges of the graph. So it contains an Eulerian cycle. C. What is a cycle? It is a closed trail containing all edges of the graph. So therefore, what you can say, it is an Eulerian graph because it contains an Eulerian cycle. That's why it is an Eulerian graph. Okay. Now, once if it is an Eulerian graph, see the degree of every vertex. 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2. It implies degree of every vertex either 2 or 4. In general, degree of every vertex is even. So therefore, this result holds for this graph. Okay, now we try to prove this result. Proof. Okay, first we consider it is a connected graph and it is Eulerian. Consider or suppose a connected graph G is Eulerian. If it is so, as per the definition, it contains an Eulerian cycle C. In this graph, what is the cycle C? It is an alternating sequence V1, then this edge V1, V2. Okay. See, each occurrence of one vertex, how much degree it contributes, that is very important. I have written V1. So V1 means it contributes 2 to the degree, 2 to the degree to that graph. Next V1, V2 is an edge. Next V2. Again, this occurrence of an vertex, it again contributes 2 to the degree. Okay. Next I shall write V2, V3. Next V3, V3, V3. So again it contributes 2 to the degree. This one 1 and this one 2, because we are moving in this way. Okay, so that is very important. Each occurrence of a vertex contributes 2 to the degree. Okay, so therefore again it is V3. Then we can trace the edge V3, V4. Then we have reached at the vertex V4. Then V4 to V5 by tracing the edge V4, V5. Then we have reached that V5. Then again V5, V3, V5, V3. Again we have reached V3. Now you are going in this way. It implies this is 1 degree, this is second degree, or totally you can say 2 degree. Each occurrence contributes 2 to the degree. So it is V3, V6. Next we have reached at V6. Then you can say V6, V1, and we have reached at last the vertex V1. So it is a closed trail containing all edges of the graph. And what is the important observation here? Each occurrence of a vertex contributes how much degree? Degree 2. And every edge appears exactly once. It implies, obviously, the degree of every vertex is even. So this is how we have proved one part of the theorem. Let me consider the other one, the converse part. Conversely, suppose every vertex of G is of degree even. Then what happens? Then every vertex of G has degree at least 2, because degree of every vertex is even. It implies degree of every vertex is at least 2. Therefore, if degree of every vertex is at least 2, then that graph contains definitely a cycle C, or you can say a cycle Z, because degree of every vertex is 2. Obviously, see, if I consider degree of every vertex is 2, degree of every vertex is 2, definitely there must be a cycle. So therefore, here, since degree of every vertex is even, it implies degree of every vertex is at least 2. It implies there is definitely a cycle. Definitely there exists a cycle. If this is the only one cycle, this is the only one cycle containing all edges, then that cycle would be the Eulerian cycle. Okay. If there is an Eulerian cycle, what you can say? That graph is an Eulerian graph. Okay. If not, for example, in this graph, so this is the Z. This contains one cycle because degree of every vertex is even, at least 2. So this is the cycle. Okay. If this would be the cycle, definitely it is an Eulerian cycle, and that graph would be the Eulerian graph. If not, what to do? Deleting the edges of this cycle Z, then what happens? We get a spanning subgraph. Spanning subgraph means it contains all vertices as that of G, but only if edges are deleted. It contains a spanning subgraph, say G1. Again, still the degree of every vertex is at least 2. After deleting those edges, again the degree of every vertex is 2. It implies there exists another cycle, say Z1. Okay, Z1. Then this cycle Z1, the previous cycle Z, they are attached or they are connected with a common vertex. What is that common vertex? That common vertex is here V3. It implies this cycle together with the cycle Z1, it forms a closed trail. It implies that graph contains an Eulerian cycle. Definitely that graph would be an Eulerian graph. Okay. If there exists another cycle, try to delete. Unless if you delete all the edges, ultimately what will you get? You will get an Eulerian cycle. So repeating this process, you get an Eulerian cycle. So any graph which contains an Eulerian cycle is obviously an Eulerian graph. So this is how we can prove the converse part very easily. So therefore, we have discussed today one important result on the characterization of an Eulerian graph. So definition is different and the characterization is different. Any graph if you observe, you must be able to say whether it is an Eulerian graph or not. So if I observe this graph, here degree of every vertex is even, then definitely I can say it is an Eulerian graph. No need to check whether it contains Eulerian cycle, what is the sequence, it is not necessary. So that is the speciality of the characterization. Okay, so with this important result, we conclude today's lecture, and this is the fourth session, okay, of the unit 1. In the next class, we will discuss one more characterization of the Eulerian graph. So that is the beauty of a mathematician, graph theorist. You may say that one characterization is sufficient. No, a graph theorist thought in different way and he got another result. Okay, so this is how theory has been developed. Okay, what is that another characterization? That we will see in the next class. Thank you.